like to be in the Freelance office. The lifestyle.
Really?
Yeah.
Such great.
Is it live?
Yeah.
It still shows pink on your screen.
Don't worry, it's live.
I don't trust Terrence. Hi everyone, this is the start of a stream. We're just going for 2 hours. And I'm just going to be working on the thing that I was doing anyway. I don't know if Terrence is good at working, but you should be able to see Unity in front of me. This is a fresh new project, right off the press. It's just a couple days old. Robbie is still continuing with the tower defense, base building, awesome bug killing thing that we were doing last week or the week before. And it's come a long way. It looks really sweet now that Jonathan's adding some art to it. And it's getting better and better, but I'm not helping them, so you know.
They're dead to me now.
Well, I was gonna say that it's so that I'm not holding them back, or at the very least, it's I'm doing.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
So I'm doing something very different, and the base building's in their capable hands, but it hasn't quite stopped yet. We've got some good feedback and quite good responses, and I think it's worth working on a bit more. But right now, I want to try something a little bit more, I suppose, in my wheelhouse, I guess. So I got these stick figures that Jared helped me make, because I'm terrible at Blender. And I'm trying to make like a little kind of, I guess, prison-themed game. And I'm trying to keep the sort of the art as low in fidelity as I can, so that I can do most of this work without needing to disrupt other people. So you got some very basic, very idiotic ragdolling over here. James, and this guy really wants James to die. And there's like a few little things you can do. This doesn't work very well. This is really bad. But in theory, you could get this to work, and it'll be awesome. What you can do is pick James up, and kind of swing him around, you can kind of toss him to the side, and he gets back up again. There's actually no way to hurt him, really, but, you know, it looks kind of cool, I guess. So the thinking here is that throwing ragdolls around should be fun, right? I think we know that from other game projects, that chucking people around will be good. The moment we kind of given the player something like almost godlike powers to do this, there isn't really any adversity in the game. So the coming week or so, that's what I'm going to be doing, but right now it's still a matter of let's get the player some more verbs. Oh, there's also a kick. And you can do this, which is gratifying. You can hold someone up and kick them. That was... oh, there, yeah. Kicking, yeah. And yeah, so the thinking was keep the art really simple. There's still a lot of room for players to project onto this, and we could always get an artist to make it look good, even if right now it looks terrible. But it should also make something simple, like I can do the animations in theory pretty quickly here. Technically it's busy running an animation. This guy is pointing pose is an animation that I've made, but I gotta get some like walking and that kind of thing in. Looks like James died. Also, that name tag is going to be randomized, so it won't always be James. It might be Harry, Jeffrey, James, John. You know, I guess this was the name tag is actually largely there, so I could indicate which was the front of the ragdoll, because without the buttons in the front and the name tag, you wouldn't really be able to tell if he's facing towards you or away from you. So, I guess the broader concept here is I've tried a few prototypes that have been in sort of vaguely prison-like settings before, but never really gotten to the point of like having any kind of system behind it. And what I really want is, I feel like, you know, there's a reason why there's so many TV shows and movies about being on the inside of a prison, and I think that's because there's all these kind of dramatic moments you can have, like there's all these rules you have to play by. It really constricts freedom in ways that force characters to do violent and dramatic things, and I think the same would be true in games. And you know, I think there are a few good games you know, in prisons, but there's not a lot, and I certainly don't know of one so far anyway that really incorporates a lot of ragdoll kind of physics in it, and other physics. Like, so what I eventually want is these walls to be breakable. I want you know, you to be kind of tunneling through prisons. Again, this is, I think, a thing that like works really well in a prison setting where you're kind of tunneling and finding escape routes and secret areas, and hopefully there's some sort of social simulation going on as well. That's something I really like here, that you're bribing guards, or you're kind of getting guards, you know, learning their patterns and outsmarting them. And I mean, I think that the big thing, of course, in a sort of prison setting is becoming the top prisoner, like working your way up until everyone's afraid of you or owes you, or that kind of thing. I think that could be interesting, and I really think that it's a good environment to kind of let someone kind of just go loose and punch stuff up and feel okay about it, because they're all bad dudes, and they're probably going to be really bad dudes. So this guy at the start is like, hey, why didn't you kill that dude? He's really bad. And you're like, well, yeah, I'll kill him. Or you're like, no, fuck you, generic businessman, I'm going to kill you instead. Either way, it doesn't really matter, because you're killing someone, and that's enough to get you into maximum security and see the rest of the story. And yeah, there's going to be like these business, the business person also implies this is some sort of job, I guess, that like you're being bribed or framed or paid or whatever to go into the prison and do something for them. I kind of like that. Like it's a little like the start of GTA 1 has you just answering a random phone call and you don't really ever know why, and that's kind of awesome. I don't think GTA so much followed that up. They started giving, you know, something that was just done for the benefit of kind of expedience, really, that, you know, you never saw your employers in GTA, I think, becomes less of a thing as they start to flesh those out. But really GTA, you know, the lack of that fleshing out in the first two GTAs kind of gives your employees kind of a G-Man kind of quality, and I thought that was pretty good, and I kind of like G-Men, I guess, and yeah, or dislike them anyway, or like them in a story, and so that's why there's this dude with the briefcase who you can throw against walls. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and make this pole work so that it actually punches people. See, at the moment it's just pushing them around with physics. Later on I'll make it so that you grip it like a normal human being, not like some sort of otter with blue bubblegum on their hands, whatever this is. It's like fighting style. But yeah, I'm going to make it so that it actually punches people around, and then I think I'm going to try and make them walk a little bit, and that'll probably be 2 hours. Oh, I want to make this work, these poles up here, and obviously smashing people's heads against toilets is going to be a big thing in this game, if you can picture it. In fact, I could help you picture that. Let's see, if we went onto the asset store and bought a toilet, that would... I'm trying to... Robbie said that if I could make a character have his head smashed against the toilet, he would finally respect me.
That's not what I said at all. I said you should be able to smash them against the toilet. You said you didn't want to do that because you'd have to add water to the game.
Well, I'm not going to add water, and I think I'm probably going to prove how terrible this is. This is too nice a toilet, really. This isn't going to work. Could make a toilet.
I think it fits with the clean aesthetic. I mean, it doesn't really look like a prison.
Yeah, this is more of a basement alley right now. Anyway, you're not in the prison. You're committing the crime that gets you into the prison. Yeah, but you don't know that. You didn't realize that there was going to be story moments in this game. But there.
Yeah, that's cool. Now it all makes sense where he's just telling me to kill that guy.
Yeah.
Although he's already a prisoner.
No. Yeah. So they've. I think you're in some place they have access to prisoners, so maybe you're on the outside of the prison or something. Maybe he won't have prison outfit on.
Maybe you're like a prison guard or something. You are in the prison, but you're not in prison now.
Yeah. Or he just got out of prison, or.
Or he's just like orange jumpsuits.
I wonder if there's like a low poly toilet. He's a pilot. What about this guy? Yeah. It's really ugly. Is it cheap? Oh, it's free! Whew! Ka-ching!
I have to share my credit card details on the stream.
Import. So that's probably small. I'm going to just make my project horribly unwieldy. Toilet. Yeah, that was tiny. Oh. It's so nice when you import an asset and it doesn't completely break your project. Okay. This thing. Yo, look at that. Okay. Toilet. What is this? A mission? Where's the mission one? So... it's pigeon thing. Oh, so good. So good. Okay. Phew. That is... I'm seriously... exciting addition to the game. Serious. No wonder it's free. You can't move the top of it. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's gonna frustrate me. Anyway, for now, I think I can just make this fit the game a little bit more. So the other thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make everything a bit round to fit the characters. So here's our project. On the inside, props. Oh, they just think they do that. Toilet Mesh Pro. What is this? Toilet Mesh Pro. What am I reading this? It's not. It's Mesh Pro.
Evan?
Yes?
Trade the company card for a couple of drinks. Oh, you're streaming. Okay, so now you're gonna look fucking uncool. You get the company card to pay for alcohol to celebrate. the joy of working at 3 Lives, or
Hold on.
we just have to pay for our joy ourselves.
What is the joy of working at 3 Lives?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Is this fixing bugs?
Well, we released the update successfully.
And the bugs are fixed.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, I mean, I'm presuming that's the timing of the drinks.
I'm uploading the vault for other people, or uploading the project for other people. It's going to take like 3 hours.
Can I give you the water?
Yes, please. It's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I'm actually using physics to move them.
Yeah. And you know how to use it?
No, I don't.
And you know the password? That's really what I want.
Do you know the code? This is Chris's one. Don't say it on stream. People are
Sure.
gonna defraud you.
Yeah, write it down. Oof.
If
Probably
they
the-
saw the credit card number and then where to go.
Hide this off screen, no one sees. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay. So one update is out, and Ruan feels sufficiently like everything's fixed that he can go out and finally relax, I guess. Good for him. Good for... That looks far worse. That looks terrible. Okay. I have to ignore that for now. But at least Robbie's gonna respect me for this, I think. Later on I'll figure out how to get an actual toilet in here. Okay. Smash. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna make a way of punching this guy with one of these. Yeah, it's gonna look good. The trick is gonna be... Not even... some sort of... Where's my code? Could just make every body part what would this be? This will make it break the walls. Hold on, I gotta take a call quickly.
I guess we'll just
can
have to
hijack
be
it
on
now,
stream,
right?
yeah.
I'll put the whole screen on.
What should we do to this game?
What are subtle things that we can do that you won't notice? Or like, we could change like the physics settings so that they only update.
Yeah, he'll enjoy that. Oh no, that's a break.
The dude is saying make the toilet pink.
Make the toilet pink. I was just making the face a different color. Oh, actually I seem to be making a brick a different color, which is not what I planned.
I can't be funny that
Yeah, I don't know if I should repeat that joke on stream. Yeah, this is good. Yeah. Finally, this is the good stuff. Oh, Evan has a bunch of emoji faces here. Yeah, we should make the toilet pink. That's a good idea. We should also make it much bigger. Probably add a lot more prisoners to the game. Oh god. No, it's actually better now. So what I really wanted was to give them like a good face texture. Oh no, he's coming back.
No, what are you doing?
Improving things. Wait, look, this is actually quite good. I just added more prisoners.
Oh, it's like a prison fight. No,
So that it's a... Speak! Where are they?
Oh, I really should have actually randomized that name tag. Then it'd be like.
No, they're all called James. Also, I wanted to draw a face on them, but I only got as far as changing the color.
Yeah,
Someone suggested I make the toilet pink as well.
Yeah, so the game's kind of changed now, but I guess we'll be going forward with this. Who does he mean? It's now actually a game of discovering who he wants. I guess it's this James actually. These other guys are like, no, we're all dressed identically, so you can't tell who James is. You're like, ha ha ha! I figured it out. It's this guy. Tell me where the drugs are. Although he's not satisfied. It's this guy. Okay. Okay, I've still got I've got all these Jameses. That's good though. That's good. Oh, I'm trying to think now. How would Robbie code this? I'm gonna put an interface. I guess I'm gonna put it.
You just go to every time you ask the question how would Robbie code this, you just go interface.
It's always some sort of interface, but what's the interface on? Okay. I know.
Step one, just make an interface. We'll fill in the details later. I'll think about how this works.
Okay, I'm gonna make an eye damageable.
Oh, that is exactly what I would do.
Good.
Seen this happen before.
Okay, eye damageable, and I'm gonna make a body part an eye damageable.
Oh, wait, are you gonna be able to damage individual parts?
Yes, but not yet. I just want to make it so that you can pick up a pole and hit someone with it. For now, and I don't.
Pretty good.
I've already got an I've already actually. I might combine the ice smashable with eye damageable later, but like for now, I'm gonna treat them differently. Refactor it if I need later. I feel like things don't quite all behave quite the same.
I feel like smashable would be a component that carrots that is
Yeah. Okay. If
when things take damage.
Yeah. I don't necessarily want everything that can smash things to. I want to deal the smash damage and damage differently, sort of like different things.
Right.
Like maybe if I end up duplicating all the functionality, I'll make them the same thing later. For now this will work.
Yeah, let me know if you want to know how to undo or changes that you see your scene.
No, this is a.
It's really just deleting the extra prisoners.
I can see prisoners 1 through 8 here, in the pink toilet.
And the pink interior. It's called Good Face. That
It's good.
Isn't a good face.
There is a actual good face.
No, I wanted to put the face back in, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, you actually, it's in here. Yeah, one of these guys is gonna get. It's not gonna have good face.
I feel like if you take the phone call and it's ringing off, you'd be forced to sit there. Hold your phone close to the microphone. So it's far along.
Can take I could take lots of things. I could take responses from the chat as to what to say to my girlfriend. Okay, next time. Now I know. I don't always know streamer etiquette.
What should we do for dinner?
Did you answer Delu's question of
Yeah.
of why did you buy a toilet asset? Well, I got it free, but the answer was in every prison movie there's a scene where someone gets interrogated through use of a toilet, so it only makes sense. Also, it's a great scene in Watchmen, basically. So
There's only like 4 pieces of furniture in prison.
yeah, it's always I guess
So this
sink,
is like
toilet.
25% of the assets.
Also, beds don't. Yeah, I've got 25% of the assets I need already in this game, right? Beds don't break nicely. They never really smash someone against the bed.
Yeah.
It's always the toilet.
I do like the idea of like smashing someone against the soft mattress. It's like cushioning
Why won't you die?
Riley Thompson has a good
Tell-
suggestion.
Sorry?
Riley Thompson has a good suggestion.
You should be able to smother them with a pillow.
Smothering with the pillow is
I
good.
actually kind of want the two-handed system where you can like just grab 2 things and smash them together, and whether
Yeah.
it's like a brick and a face or 2 faces
You might
or like a face.
you might have
pillow.
left click and right click for like your hands. You like grab, and then sort of just I guess automatically,
Just that's my
and then you're kicking all the while as well.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Let's make a damager. Robbie, could you record something? Is there any microphone we have? Terrence, could you organize this?
Yeah.
We need a vocal sample for someone saying, I ain't no snitch.
Right. I mean, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay, Terrence, could you do it?
Okay, you want me to do it?
You could ask Jason or someone
Terrence can do it.
who hates their voice less.
Then I'm your man. No.
What about a one where they just sort of say, I'll tell you everything. They're just like, what you want to know, and they keep saying that.
So we go to a quiet response.
Okay.
Terrence is fast, so when you're ready to do it.
Finding a damageable on the thing I'm hitting with this damager. So I'm gonna try get one from the collision, the collider.get component, undamageable. And if there is one on the thing, I'm just gonna send it damage message. Damage. Send it a bunch of stuff. Also gonna only do this when you hit real hard. Oh, 6 is the threshold. That's pretty. Nah. No. Magnitude is greater than that threshold. Then perform this damage. Collision.contacts, point, and also collision velocity, I guess. I guess I'll make an extra thing. Knock force, so let's add an extra 20 knock force, and I'm also going to make thing so it doesn't completely freak out. So it can't do it multiple times in one frame or something weird like that.
I sent you an audio file on Discord.
Okay, thank you. More powerful. Yep. This pipe over here, which is sort of like test pipe, is going to be a damager. For damage. Okay. Where's my body power? Okay. What is... Where knows how to do this? I guess this knows... Okay, I know what to do. This is going to be character. Character has a function which says go limp, and I guess I'll make him limp for 3 seconds. So maybe that'll work. Let's just check that it even gets I guess. I mean, this should just work, right? Hold on.
It's done.
Okay, he's not going limp, but he is receiving some sort of hit. Just put that down. Okay, those hits should have worked, but nothing got sent through. The hit works. This is not getting here. I need a damageable. Let's see what we're doing. Doesn't get through here. Oh. It's gonna work. Okay, you guys ready? Ooh. Yes! Oof. Oof, 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 oof. That's the guy. I see you. Oof, 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 oof. Not very satisfying yet. I don't know if this is a good control system for this at all. Go. This force is embarrassing. Let me do something. Oh. Yes. Plus. Let's get about times more. Okay. Maybe that knock force is way too low. Put them into the sky, I guess. Oh! No good. No good. Very frustrating. It's better. The horse is not nearly strong enough. Okay, 100. Do I think a physics simulation is the only form of comedy unique to games? That feels better. Pilroy asks, do I think physics simulation is the only form of comedy unique to games? I don't think it's necessarily even unique in games in a sense. I think your position in the comedy, that of being the player, is unique as a sort of entertainment medium. Like being in control of the comedy is the unique part, but I think physics comedy actually falls straight under slapstick comedy, which is, you know, in some ways older than a lot of other forms. It's like Charlie Chaplin, physical comedy. It's like people kind of being thrown around or having pies knocked in their faces or tripping over rakes, that kind of thing. It's straight up slapstick comedy. The difference here, and what makes it, I think, a lot better than watching a film in which people trip on rakes and fall over and that kind of thing, is that you get to do it. So your position in the comedy is quite different. So it's a lot closer in some ways to you being Charlie Chaplin than you watching Charlie Chaplin perform some physical comedy. If that makes sense. Like I don't think it's unique as an art form. I think watching a YouTuber play in a game is a lot like watching a film that has some good physical comedy. At the same time, physical comedy in cinema hasn't really been utilized that much. It's not that common these days. Like there's very, it happens now and then, but and it's still present in theater and that, but it's not it's not like the heyday of silent films where that's really what they were doing. And I guess I really like good slapstick, good physical comedy can be great, but I mean, I think the opportunity in games is to let people make up their own physical comedy, and when it works, it is transcendent. Like it is something absolutely special. I think it's probably true. I mean, of other forms of comedy, that the unique thing about games is the position in which the kind of consumer is, the player is in a position that they simply can't be in a film. I think maybe a kind of comedy that is unique to games is the glitch. I think things kind of really falling apart and behaving in kind of absurd ways. It's maybe not that unique, but it's surprising in a way that a film almost can't surprise, or if it did, it's a very avant-garde kind of thing. So there's some forms of uncanny that really work in games that don't necessarily. I think it absolutely can be reproduced, but it's also quite unique to digital mediums, like people with like really say twisted geometry, or look at this guy, what a face. I think that's what Robbie was trying to do earlier. I think bugs can be a form of a comedy that is surprising in the sense that the way the creator, it's a joke that can be at the expense of the creator that a film simply cannot do. That for a film, it's impossible for it to be for what the consumer receives to be not what the filmmaker intended. In a game that can happen. You play an Ubisoft game with bugs in it. They didn't intend to put those bugs in, but those bugs are there. That can't happen in a film. So that might be unique. It's a certain particular kind of laugh at the development process, or at the developers, or at the expense of the creator.
So I think that happens a lot in films where like, things are bad and like have mistakes. Like continuity errors. And
I was
like,
wondering about that.
Those kind of things happen.
But and you can see the launch pads shooting the guys. Oh yeah. So if you assume it is a little bit
just like
different.
badly done special effects and things. Like,
I mean, I guess that if you just wrap all mistakes into a comedy of the art form, then yes, it's true in that.
I guess like with games it's different just because like things are weirder. Right?
Yeah.
There's like.
It's not quite like a special effect.
It's never like stuff that was accidentally left in, or like in films it's like, oh, we didn't really have a way to solve this nicely.
Yeah,
or
we just
something.
We didn't notice that
we
didn't notice that the boom mic like dropped into the scene in this moment, or
like we filmed this later and we like put the hat on.
Yeah.
Way around.
No one bothered to see that the lip sync was good or whatever, and it just looks absurd. Yeah, I mean, if you were to talk about all mistakes, you do laugh in the same way, I guess, which is at the expense of the creator.
Does this happen in like books?
I wonder if a spelling error could be funny. Like,
well, so there's like, I mean, we've read like,
the werewolf,
the Librarian and I,
yeah,
which is like the comedy is purely at the expense of the author.
Yeah.
Because it's bad writing.
And then they didn't notice that it was bad writing.
Like a bug.
There's a sequel to The Werewolf, the Librarian and I, by the way.
Does the sequel have a music video?
It doesn't.
What's the point then?
Oh yeah, so Pilroy is saying glitches made Goat Simulator popular more than the physics. That I think is true. There was definitely a point at which, it's still somewhat true, but a point at which you could present a new and kind of surprising glitch. Where I think 2015 is quite different to 2019. We've seen a lot of those glitches to really be quite artful to present a glitch that's completely surprising. I think even our Super Wolfenstein, I don't know, I'm gonna actually play a video here of a game we made a couple years back, which I'm gonna turn off the volume. This has glitches in it, and it's kind of intentional. It's supposed to be this super physics-orientated thing, and you just push the guy into a wall, and everything's kind of falling apart. So this is a little bit where I'm in fact thinking with the physics game I'm currently working on, that it reproduced some of this humor. Let's just rewind that a bit. You have these guys on the ground, kind of shooting in all kinds of directions. And these are like weird side effects of the physics and making every bullet they shoot knock the gun back, and it's kind of hilarious. Now he's trying to push a character into the wall again, which is, he's clearly enjoying some of the bad programming. The dogs make terrible sounds. Yeah, so some of this is what I'm busy thinking. This is kind of a parody of the original Duke Nukem. Anyway, so we have kind of also experimented, I guess, with leaving glitches in, doing funny things there. I think this is maybe the kind of project that I'm currently working on where that would be acceptable.
There's a thing in Genital Jousting which was originally a bug.
Yeah.
The alarm clocks, and people still always think it's a bug.
Yeah, that's not the perfect kind of example of a glitch exactly, where people continue to think it's a bug and
Yeah.
they're never impressed with the fact that
it has been like embraced in a way, and then there's like, there's like that line about time flying, and like some other like references to it, and nobody picks up that it isn't a bug. It just seems like an oversight, even though it's like the first thing that happens in the game. You definitely notice it.
For context, what it is in the beginning of the story mode in Genital Jousting, your alarm clock goes off and you wake up, and if you stop the alarm clock, it kind of breaks apart and floats off into space. And it's the only object in the game on which the gravity checkbox on the rigid body in Unity is not ticked. It's quite clearly a bug, but I don't know if it provokes the kind of laughter we think it should.
So I think it's one of those like 1% bugs or like jokes where like someone, so later on in the butt loads section, there's other alarm clocks and they also float into space, and there's a joke about like time flying, and if you like pick up, like if you make the connection that it's just a consistent thing in the world that alarm clocks fly away, like 1% of people might get that, but it's kind of a funny touch.
There's a lot of jokes, I think, in Genital Jousting that were there for just one or two people, and included them because it's better making two people laugh than no one laugh.
If you make 100 jokes that 1% of people will get, hopefully each person gets like a super unique, cool joke, right? It just makes you feel like there's a lot more stuff there. I'm a big proponent of making content that very few players will see.
This isn't doing anything. I know why this isn't doing anything. Okay. Obviously, I never actually added a force to it. Add force. That's going to be a bit better. Okay, that's more like it. It's not really a good hit, but it works. Come back here. Yeah, it's a work. Okay. Obviously, this part wasn't that smart. Something there. Learn from a mistake. This should be at least there. Yeah, it's more like it. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll eventually make it that you can pick this thing up properly. You. Okay. What I want to know, what's special about this? Anyone? Oh. And I wonder if you can pick up those pipes from the ceiling, because that's going to be cool. Yes. So, making sure when you pick up a pipe that you can kind of grab it. Also, for the moment, there's the current in there. It's not ultimately a good idea, but it'll work for now. Yeah. See? It's mental, everything around you there. Not that one, I guess. Tear this place apart. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if I can throw it. Oh, I think I've got this the wrong way around. Yes. Here we go. Minus. That's gonna be better. Well, I should have a throw key. It basically demands a throw key. That's no good. I'm gonna have to fix that bug. So this has got this problem. If I were in love of bugs, I'd leave this. This has got the problem that if I throw a guy into that, it's going to behave exactly the same way as if I throw it into a guy. Just like that. If I throw fast enough, yeah, it becomes a super bouncy. That's kind of no good. Kind of no good. I mean, depends on what you're into, I guess. Damn it. Okay, so I do like the fact that you can throw a pipe and hit someone, and eventually that'll be other things. Damn it. That's my aim. Oh gosh, that's good. More of that. I'm actually going to remove this pink. I'm sorry. It's finally getting to me. Good face texture, okay. Toilet. Keep a few prisoners in. Give them a face white. No! Ooh, that's bad. There. As you can see, I guess what part of what I'm trying here is to like make this very much like a playground. So you know, can throw anything, pick up anything, pull it apart. I'm not quite sure how to balance that because in a game where you can just tear apart all of the all of your enemies and all of the environment around you, like what's actually going to stop you? And I don't have an answer for that yet, but I don't know if it matters yet. Let's get some. It's good. It's good. This is going to get good. Once you can throw these things, it's so good. Actually, you know, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to make a cheap throw. What do you think it should be? Left mouse, middle mouse, E, enter, spacebar, right mouse, double click. I'm gonna try a weird one. I'm gonna try double click. Let's see, this is gonna be a bit of a weird one. I don't think this is actually the way to do it, but it's going to control quite well. Okay, so let's go here. Dropped body part is assigned to the grab body part. So just as you drop it, fast drop time. Okay. The time on this last drop time greater than 0.1. So this is where you throw it, because you just clicked right after dropping it, which isn't a thing you're going to do very often by mistake. And I'm going to, I guess, make a public variable here. So throw, speed, and 12 is a good speed. Probably 12 meters a second. It's pretty fast. 300 meters a second is the speed of sound. Yeah. If dropped, doesn't equal now. I guess also here. Just make sure that doesn't equal now. Lot. I guess I could. What is this? This is a body part. I have a rich. Oh. That's not good. I want. This is a body part. No. What? This is wrong. I want this to be a rigid body. Okay. Is assigned to. Okay. The thing that was busy grabbing. And therefore just do this. I guess it's a camera here. Okay, the face camera. Forward plus 3. Huh? Speed. Throw speed. Maybe? Let's see. Ooh. So, Elroy's asking, well, a couple minutes ago, is Gorn supposed to be in a modern... Is this supposed to be Gorn in a modern prison setting? And also, the film Brawl and Cellblock 99 would be good inspiration. I wonder what that film is. I haven't seen it. Okay, what is this film? This is recent. Okay, I want to watch this. This looks interesting. Why is Vince Vaughn looking so ugly in this film? I also probably should watch a bit of, what's the Tom Hardy film? Bronson. I think I should watch a bit of Bronson. Get some inspiration here. So this is lots of bits of Gorn, I guess. I don't know if there's going to be much dismemberment necessarily. Certainly not in this version of the art style. But it's going to have elements of it. I think the goal is to have a bit more of an exploration kind of element, where Gorn is very much an arena fighter. At the moment I'm building this for like mouse and keyboard, and as such it's pretty easy to then walk out of a given cell or down a passage or into the mess hall or whatever, and like when there's art for that, we'll be making those kinds of things. Tunneling through walls. So I guess Gorn, if you were fighting through a maze, a bit like Binding of Isaac, except they're all prison cells. I don't know if that exactly makes sense, but I'd like to have elements of finding different cells or parts of the prism, and kind of exploring through that and using the environment to your advantage as you go. So I guess that's where being able to pick things up and throw them and being able to use the environment. Let's see if this works now. No! Okay, that doesn't even come close to working. So, I think a lot of the best bits of Gorn are things I would like, only I'd also like, certainly if it's not VR, or not primarily VR, then I'd be definitely aiming at something where you do walk around and explore and leave the initial arena. At the moment, this is, like I said earlier, like a 3-day-old prototype. It's really only just begun. So I'm still just figuring out how to manipulate things in space, or how to give players good tools to do that. This was my mistake. Well, that should work. I mean, there's a bunch of like prison-themed things that are great. No, why would you just throw at least worked? So that did get further. We got here, and see if that works. Should that work? It should work. Okay. Why? Oh. What is throw speed? Wrong as well. Maybe that's what happened. And it's also probably not fast enough. Speed of sound, 300 meters a second. A sixth of the speed of sound. That should be very fast. It just doesn't fly, I don't know. It doesn't do anything. I should have flown. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Okay. What is that? Throw speed? How does that work? Impulse is better than velocity change. Heavy things. Why is that not working? That'll work. That's good. Okay, adding the force to the wrong thing. It's the hand grip joint. Okay, much better. 60 is probably too much now. Yes! No, that doesn't work. Oh. Oh, I can tell this game's gonna be good. This is like force power. Okay. Oh. I wonder if they should have like a pause time in this game where you kind of get to plan what you're doing and make your move a bit like you're super hot or something. Tell me where the drugs are. Ooh. The toilet bowl probably has to be big enough to fit your head in. Okay, and that upward force on the throw might have been too much. Too much compensation for gravity. Hands problem, yeah. That's so good. So now this damager isn't working great because it's hitting people even when it's sitting still, which doesn't make any sense. So what I guess I want to find out first, I guess, actually that'll strange with him. Yeah, that'll work. Now it's only going to smash things when it's moving fast. Oh, that was boring. That didn't help me. Oh. Pressure. That's the wrong variable. I guess that worked. Yes. What I gotta see is if I throw this guy onto the pipe, does it do that thing where he starts bouncing again? No, it looks better anyway. Oh, that's my hand. Eventually I gotta make them knock into each other as well. Yeah, it seems better. But making physics games is a lot about just flinging things around. Like in any situation, you're just trying to stress test it because you can't really see it in the numbers how it's going to work when you start playing it. But you can test it. But you have to really love testing things if you're going to want to do this sort of programming. Good. Maybe I should have some aim assist on there. Sound effects are going to make this so much better, obviously. Yeah, it's going to be good. Oh, right between his head and his body. So his that's because they don't have necks. Yeah, that's good. That's what I want. I didn't really get up this quickly. If you got hit in the head by a metal pipe moving at a fifth of the speed of sound, you would not get up that quickly. Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely gonna watch some Brawl and Cellblock 99. If has anyone on stream seen this? Prison Pit. It's a comic by Johnny Ryan, and it's kind of amazing. There's a trailer for it, which I'm not really gonna just watch now, but if you look through it, it's really good. And there's all these kinds of mutant fight scenes in it, which is just really solid. Lots of tearing people's arms off and then using them to kill your enemies. Just all around good content, really. So there's a part of me that definitely wants to go in that direction, which is a little like a brutal wasteland mutant version of Gorn. For the moment, I'm sticking to I guess a generic kind of theme with just these stick figure kind of characters, but later on, we might be able to change its direction depending on what seems good at the time. I don't need this pipe in the scene anymore either. Where's that? Pipe number 8. I don't need you. I've got these pipes up here. In fact, let's just make another. Be a good place to put some more pipes. I just want to hold less pipes here. That's a good spot. Just, providing ample pipes. Let's see if we're gonna have them with such useful items. Also, just give this thing a bit of like a Fight Club basement kind of feeling. What are some good names for these characters? I actually do want to randomize these name tags. Okay, what do we have here? This is like a character. I should put some name tag. It's nice working at this stage of a project because you literally do anything and the thing gets better. Your work doesn't even have to be good at this point. I guess this is. Can you just do that? Probably. Switch. come up with 8 really good names. One is, of course, James. Frank. Okay. What are the good names? Jeff. Mark. These aren't people I hate, by the way. I don't really know. I'm kind of choosing names I don't have strong associations with. But eventually I'm sure there'll be a fair selection. Anyone whose name is 5 letters or less is really good for this random name tag naming thing. Like, for instance, Terrence would be too long, but Evan is a good name.
Thanks, Evan.
Jared could fit. Could it? We'll see. Ruan, good length. Ryan's nice and short. Does anyone know anyone called Jack? It's like this classic name, and it's kind of cool, but no one gets named Jack anymore, I think. No Jacks. Rob's a good name. Yeah? Jack Radmore? Someone cheated there. Just what about Chris is a acceptable name. And David. Obviously Steve is going to be way more common than any of the others. David. What other names? I'm trying to think like kind of vaguely American names, generally.
Bobson Douglas.
Oh, Bobson Douglas. Yeah.
It's
the baseball, Japanese baseball game.
Bobson Douglas.
Bobson Dougnuts. Doug is a good one. Doug. Rick. I knew a Rick. That's a very American name. He was American. What are the names of our publishers? Oh, of course, Nigel. So there's this artwork by Grayson Perry where when he had a show for the Turner Prize, or maybe I think it was part of a show that won the Turner Prize in Britain, which is like the highest art award. And what he did was he carved in or inscribed the names of all of the Turner Prize judges on a pot he made. It's like I think it's a really good just practice. Like if you really want the publishers to publish you, what you do is just put their names all over the game to begin with. Like your lead character's name is like Nigel, who, the villain is Harry, and so on. You just include them all of the main players. Everyone uses an Apple device. Steve Jobs is like the name of the deity in the universe, that kind of thing. You just go on and on. Whoever you want to impress, just
can't fail.
Just why not? Like it's basically random names to begin with, so you may as well be name dropping. Rick is also a name of one of the people who work with Devolver, as it happens. There's nothing clever about this game, is the thing. There's never going to be anything clever about this game. There's no clever jokes in here, just obvious ones. I've already got Mark. There's someone at Devolver named Mark. No. I guess I'm gonna put Harry.
That you're doing this in a giant switch statement.
Is there a better way?
exposed an array.
Mm-hmm.
So that
How do Americans spell Graham? It's like it's not the way that Scottish people spell Graham. Graeme. That's the Devolver way.
Graeme.
Yeah, that's the Scottish
I
way.
think the
Think-
American way might be H-A-M.
Yeah, I think it's Graham, but
Or Graham.
yeah. Oh, of course, there's got to be a Barry. That's my dad's name. Barry's it's a really good name for a character in a channel.
Billy.
Billy?
Billy.
Billy's good too. I have left some people out now that I realize it. What about...
Is it only boys' names?
Yeah, let's go for boys' names for now. Prisons are like very mono-gendered.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we have to have that kind of prison. Like, you know, why not have a prison that just has Susans? Susan's also a good name for a guy, though. So there's a Susan.
Boy named Sue.
Or you can do a whole bunch of co-ed name. Robin.
No, the co-ed names is like it's a cop out. You want to like Susan, Mary. You know, make sure they know. Or make them less. So like statistically, women are less likely to go to jail. And it's one of those like stereotypes, and it's like it's kind of sexist to be like, yeah, women are like, yeah, they're way less like evil and violent. And like it's sexist, but it's sexist in a positive way. It's like
They
this.
haven't had as many opportunities to be evil and violent.
Actually, that's not even true because white collar criminals almost never go to jail, and they're. It's not about opportunities. Like, men are doing well, it doesn't necessarily send them more to prison. It's actually the men who are doing badly that go to prison. Anyway, that's your social justice for the day. Or something. Okay. Got a bunch of names. Got more names than I have characters, so that's gonna be good. I think I'm gonna spell Jared wrong, though. There's too many letters otherwise. Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna spell it right. Oh, okay. Hold on. Now I know what I was doing. Time to put a name tag on these name tags. There we go. Ruan, Chris, and Rob. Robbie happy.
But they've been in prisons.
Rob is in prison. I don't know if Rob is Robbie, but you're there with Chris and Ruan, so
No,
it's
basically nobody calls me Rob.
that's your prison name. But you,
Prison.
I don't know if it's Ruan, Chris, and Rob. It probably is you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to think of that. Now it's Rick, Evan, and Jeff. I don't know anyone named Jeff. Evan, your time has come. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna kick you to death. Yeah, you've been asking for this for a while. Oh god. Oh, Jeff's horrified. There. Get out of here, Jeff. Corporate man. This guy's name could be Nigel. Corporate man. Dropkick. Rick. Just innocent bystander. Game's got him good. And so hard to hit that. I gotta put some assist on there. Get out of here, Rick. Good game. Okay. Okay, it's time to animate some guys. Okay, this is where the magic happens. I guess. Is that my idol? I'm going to backwards walk. Create new action. Back step. Back walk? Walk backwards? Okay. I'm not going to even move the arms. Okay, I'm going to do this one quickly because I have another idea and it's really good. I'm going to make it that long. Don't worry about the timing later. There's record keys on. Probably. Yeah, this way. Okay. I should have typed in values properly here. 45. Minus 45. 19. Minus 19. There. Okay. These feel like I could just do it like this. To make sure I'm not messing that up yet. I'm not messing that up. Good. I mean, if you're really afraid, you might be doing something like this. Yeah. Oh no! Don't. Oh, that's bad. Global. Oh, don't hurt me. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Yeah. So if you're walking backwards, and you step backwards, you lift this side. Could actually be here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe here. At this point. Gee, feel like. This one. Oh, that might work. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. And the part to resistance, or however that's pronounced, is like this. Okay, 5. Every step he shakes his head. Okay, yep. This is definitely a walk backwards in fear, which is what I was going for, I guess. Oh, that's not good. The thing I'm not doing here is I should be rolling these hips like this. I don't think I actually have that ability. If I roll this, damn it. I wonder if I just put weight on different sides at all to kind of achieve it. I have my weight on this side. I know you guys who was watching this probably didn't think I'm gonna get an art stream, but this is the thing you didn't know about me. I sometimes do art. Gosh, that's one hell of a walk. That's actually way too much. -5. Okay. Still in working order, export FBX into the project, get it in here. Get animations, add an animation, this is backwards. And it is looped. Glorious animation over here. So that's what I'm going to be trying to get this rig to do. Might work. So that So there really is a animator of some kind. So I guess I'm just gonna add a variable here. A walk backwards boolean, and no, what is this? This is the wrong animator. I want the animators that these guys use. Prisoner. Yeah, this is not good. Transition, this one. Exit time. And when I walk backwards is true, let's do a backward state. When I walk backwards is not, it's false. It transitions back. I think that'll be alright. And I just need something that says walk backwards. I wonder, character back away, that's the right sort of script. I think I need to get animated. You know, 'cause you really want to see fear in the eyes of the people that you're charging down with a pipe. It's important. Robbie, do you know if Heron's just left? He expects me to close down the stream or whatever when I'm done. I mean, that's probably the case, right? Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, he's tired of his kids being deprived of their father due to Free Lies' silliness. Will that work? We should try play this animation when the player is close to them. So if I start walking up to them, they should start shuffling away, and they should continue to shuffle away for another half a second, I guess a full second after they've gotten out of range, just because I don't want this to stop-start too much. That's in theory what's going to happen. Let's just check. That animator looks good. Check Susan. I wonder if it's actually working. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Sorry, Robbie. Gotta remove these guys and see what's going on. Let's see what's going on in this thing. Okay, I can see he's an idol now. I'm hoping he goes into that state. Okay. No, he doesn't. Why? Did I spell it wrong? That's possible. No. It's gonna be so good if he's backing away from me. It's gonna look so good. So terrifying. Does it not have the correct animator? Oh. Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Gotta assign the correct animator when it's actually playing the animations. This one. Let's see if this does anything better. Okay, it's playing idle. Yeah! It's trying to play wolf backwards. Yes, that's why his arms are. Arms up. It's sort of doing something, right? Get up. Not very forceful. Why? Probably need to reduce the other forces on the legs. Yeah, that's not a good force. It's sort of working. What happens? Oh, he's also probably not playing it nearly fast enough. There. Let's actually go here. How powerful. These guys are trying to hold themselves upright. What? Well, they aren't. What does this thing do? I just remove this for now. No forcing your legs. It's bad stuff. It's doing something. Okay. I can improve upon this. You know, it actually shouldn't even apply that force. That force is messing with stuff. Okay. Turning that off doesn't actually help because it gets assigned elsewhere. But this force is garbage. This is maybe not it. Mostly I just wanted to animate. I wanted animation to drive the movement. That's not very good. He just does a twerk. That is not a good use of this. Okay. I can fix this. These hold upright. What do these have on them? no good. Okay. I'm just gonna turn up these forces because I can't exactly tell why it's breaking, but it's probably to do with these forces. Okay, well, that's something. I mean, it looks like he's going backwards, but he's doing something. Yeah? Yeah? Maybe I could make his legs get way stiffer when he is trying to walk. Okay, I have just about run out of time, but I think I'm figuring out what I need to do. Obviously, I want these characters to have way more animations. I really want to kind of make them sort of put their arms up in terror when you're threatening them. I want them to kind of cower. I want them to get up off the ground properly. All of these kinds of things. For the moment, just having them reacting, having a few more movement types would be really good. And I think, you know, and you also want the badass dudes that try to push you around and stuff. If you're in a jail after all. What does that do? Oh yeah. Okay. It's not exactly solving my problem, but... Robbie, look at this! Okay. So this is meant to be his back away animation, but it's more like a Michael Flatley kind of thing.
His name is Mike. He's not really backing away. It's quite a cool dance though. Oh.
I think I've got like, probably can turn this off. I'm probably doing something. Oh yeah. Okay. It's not so good. Hold on. You can make him back away. He also probably needs to face you when he backs away. Oh! And do less of this kind of thing where he clearly...
I love the walls getting smashed.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more of that.
Yeah, the toilet.
The toilet gets smashed. Have you seen this, Robbie? Watch this. Oh no! I somehow broke this. Oh yeah, well, that's... Okay, well, I don't know.
It's just a very light effect.
Yeah.
Just shout when you're done streaming so we can swap the screen.
I think we're done.
Ah.
What do you mean swap the screen?
Well, we have to turn it off and turn it on.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Okay, say goodbye.
Okay, thanks everyone who was watching. Sorry if I didn't answer any questions since Terrence left, because he had his computer, he had the stream up on his computer there. Let me know, you know, what, or let Terrence know, let me know what you're excited about here, if anything, and yeah, if you want, I can have a build of this out in like I guess a week or so. If you want to check any more of it out or play with it yourself. At the moment it's just going to be like little like you see here, mostly a toy that you can kind of play with. Get some of Jay's amazing sound effects in, and try put in some like sort of just little goals like you know, a prison to escape from, that kind of thing. I think that'll be super fun. I did. Terrence abandoned his post, and I haven't responded to the last bunch of comments. Can you read them out to me? The last one I got was from Pilroy about Easter egg developer names. Okay. Yeah, any though. Ooh, unfortunately, that's a really big question. Yeah, tune in next week. I'm going to be doing this again, and I can explain more about how much assistance there is in the Unity physics here. Which the answer is not a ton, but you will see, well, as little as I can possibly make it, because every time you fiddle with the physics, it kind of makes things worse in a lot of contexts. Tell me where the drugs are. Any other questions? No? Hey, thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, tune in next week. More of this, assuming the game is developing and progressing well. Hey, you can turn it off.